South Dakota voters could decide in November 2024 to repeal the state's sales tax on groceries.
The organization, Dakotans for Health, can now begin collecting signatures for that effort. And tonight, KELO's Dan Santella takes a look at the push and talks with those for and against that plan.
Democrat Rick Weiland of Sioux Falls is co-founder of Dakotans for Health. He's the sponsor of an initiated amendment and measure which could repeal the state's sales tax on groceries. One would change the state constitution, the other state law.
This is such a regressive tax, and I think Governor Noem saw that when she was campaigning, and it disproportionately affects low-income families.
Repealing the state sales tax had the governor's support during this past legislative session, but in the end, lawmakers did not oblige. Legislators instead passed House Bill 1137, which reduces the general state sales tax rate from 4.5% to 4.2% through the summer of 2027. Noem signed this bill, and it will go into effect in July. It's estimated to save taxpayers slightly more than $100 million in its first year.
I think the effort to repeal the sales tax on food through the ballot is irresponsible and imprudent.
Republican Representative Will Mortensen, who served as House Majority Leader during the session, says lawmakers took a hard look at the question of how to cut taxes.
We wound up cutting the general sales tax cut, and we did that because it provides sales tax relief not just on food, but on fencing supplies and fireworks and everything that we pay taxes on.
Mortensen says a proposal of a tax cut without a way to finance it is, quote, irresponsible. According to a January estimate, repealing the state sales tax on groceries altogether would save taxpayers just under $124 million in the first year.
When the legislature, for whatever reason, can't coalesce around something like this and get it done, we have this option to take it to the voters, and that's what we're going to do.
Dan Santella, KELO News.
And the deadline to collect enough signatures is May of next year.